Hi, I'm Hanno Ekdahl, founder of Idenhaus Consulting, and I want to talk to you today about some of the common pitfalls in identity and access management projects, where they fall short and where they often run into trouble. The first one is defining a scope that is too broad. So oftentimes an identity management project starts out with a discrete scope, building a simple connection between the HR system, the identity store, and Active Directory, and winds up becoming a mass of integrations with a huge amount of complexity. And as the scope broadens, the resources thin, the timeline gets extended, and the complexity goes up dramatically. And this is a recipe for disaster. So maintaining a very discrete scope to build out a strong identity management foundation is a critical success factor, and scope management is one of the key pain points in any identity management implementation. Another area where organizations can get hung up is not building bridges to the data owners. So HR organizations own most of the data that we want in our IDM system, especially for employees. So employees are always in an HR system. Contractors, sometimes they're in a different database. Regardless, we need the data from that system in order to have any hope of automating our onboarding processes, our offboarding processes, and having a smoothly operating identity management solution. If you're not able to get those data owners on board, you have almost no chance of project success. The next step is evaluating data quality. Data quality is a common pitfall. It's an area that's often overlooked. Most organizations look at it very late in the process, and by then they're too far down the road with their implementation. They don't realize the trouble they're in, and they often have to delay their go live by months in order to clean up the data in the upstream systems because it was never looked at in the first place. Having the discipline to look at data quality early on is a great way to identify the issues and give the organization enough time to fix them so that your project timelines can be maintained. Another common pitfall with identity management is that there is a stakeholder misalignment. There's some stakeholder who's not on board, comes in with a new requirement, or is actively resisting the project. One of the best ways to get these folks on board is to meet with them early, engage them in the project. So a formal methodology for implementing identity management will reach out to most of the key stakeholders, if not all of the key stakeholders in the organization, interview them, invite them to participate in workshops, incorporate their ideas and feedback, and make them feel a part of the program. Once that happens, those political risks decrease dramatically and your chances of success are much higher. Another way to mitigate the political risk is also to have an executive sponsor for the engagement. So identity management touches a lot of functional areas. Having a senior level person who can come in, meet with a peer in another department, convince them that the direction we're going in is the right direction is a fundamental success factor, and is also something that organizations fail to do. Thank you for your time.